Good evening and welcome back to Football Manager 2024 and the London Green save. We are back. We're kind of, well, we're not quite, but we're almost halfway through the season. A season is 22 games. We're at 10, so, just under the halfway mark. But look how tight it is in the table now. Hawkhurst have had few kind of stumbles, a big loss to Hilltop and then a loss to Welling. Next up, they've got Sandhurst, who are also looking decent in 4th place. So we, as the team, kind of one of the teams chasing with our game against Indian Club next up, and then Kensington, another huge game, 2nd team. We need to do our bit. We need to win our games, and we need to hope, really, Hawkhurst drop some points wherever they can, wherever for our sake, wherever they can. We've got a big 2-week gap before our Indian Gymkhana Club game. Not sure what kind of stuff will happen in that time. If there is anything interesting, of course, I will let you know. But until then, I just wanted to give that quick introduction, show you what the table is looking like, and remind you that we've got that big game against Kensington coming up next. But Hawkhurst have got a big game against Sandhurst this week. So if we can win, that's half the battle. Let's see what happens. Okay, so yeah, not really much news at all during the 2 weeks, but we'll go to the press conference. You've won the last 3 matches against them. Can you keep it going? I hope so. Is there a chance that... Nah. Nah. Yeah, we'll try and get Rebu back in, I suppose. I'm not going to talk about that one. Given a large turnover in the last couple of seasons. Yeah, I'm not trying to just sell players or grab players for the sake of it. For the most part, I'm trying to improve the squad. There are times where I'm grabbing players, hoping I'll grab a clutch of players, hoping that 2 or 3 of them will actually join us. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm playing in a direct as much as I can. Yeah, lots of teams are playing well. We're playing well. We're on a good run. They're actually on a bad run. So let's see if they can bounce back. We're trying to get a win here today. Last couple of games have obviously been good for us, and we were careful in our kind of tactics today. We're playing against the club. We're at home. We're playing against a club that are kind of lower down the league. So maybe we can be a bit more expressive. Maybe, I'm not sure. It's a tough one to kind of gauge what the best plan is, but we'll see what we do. As we always have a look at things like first 25 minutes, first half hour, first half, and then if we need to change things, we'll change things. And sometimes it works, sometimes it's a little bit too late. But if, for example, if you go 3-0 down in 10 minutes, then you got to change something, But if you go 1-0 down in the 40th, get to half time, then you might change something, you might not. It's only 1 goal. But yeah, if you are down 3-0 with 10 minutes to go, or 10 minutes gone, or obviously, then yeah, not ideal at all. Yeah, just waiting on the game to arrive now. We've got an 18s game as well. London playing against Chelmsford. London Greens versus Chelmsford. The under 18s game. They're doing quite well in the league this year, and there's definitely a few players in that under 18s kind of, like I say, that clutch of players. Probably do us a job in the first team in the the division we're actually playing in. So kind of see if there is. Okay, we finally made it to the game. Finally made it to the game. And Ashurst are playing Old Boys Clapham. Hilltop are playing Westfield. So that's kind of a middle table. Yeah. The only other real game we're going to be looking at is kind of Hawkhurst versus Sandhurst. That's the one we're going to be focusing on, I suppose. Go to our team selection. So. It wants Sunderman out. Oh no, does it want Sunderman in? It wants Sunderman in, but he can only play 45 minutes. I'm not sure that's the best idea. And again, Rebu. Bring Crosby back. Rebu comes in. Then what we might do is have Sunderman on the bench instead of John Larson. Swap that, and then swap you guys as well. And that's the set we want to go with. Yeah, because Wushu's obviously still injured. I think that's the team we're going to go with. We're going to turn off the shoot on sight. I want to play direct, but I don't. Tell them to dribble a bit less. Actually, I'm going to turn the shoot on sight back on. Yeah. Reibu's quite strong, so maybe floated crosses might not be the worst idea here. A real strong fella. Where is his strength? Sorry, yeah, 10. His strength is actually quite good. Good fitness as well, good leadership, and good work rate. Okay, that's the team we're going to go with. I think is a good decision. We'll see if it pays off. Starting with the positive attack. If we start to kind of concede possession, we'll go back to the cautious. Fans expect to win. Let's give it to them. Let's give them the win that they expect. Come on, guys. We start with an instant highlight, maybe. Ben Rothorn. Back to Isaac. What are we going to do with it? To Da Costa. Back to Isaac again. Out wide. Okay. Duncan goes inside. Crosby looks for a pass forward. No, goes wide to Prokesh, who's not got a lot of support, so he goes back as well. Bit of an odd start here. We've got a highlight early doors, but it's kind of a slow build-up for us. Da Costa, now we've got a chance. A bit of space to move into. Out wide. Odakoya. Got support on the inside. Doesn't look for it. Rothorn. Over the top to Duncan. There it is. Reibu in the middle. It's in. Oh, sorry. It wasn't Reibu. It was Crosby. So Reibu must have sat back a little bit. He must have sacked back. But it leads to a goal. Either way. Led to a goal early in this game. And that's exactly what we were after. Playing that positive mindset. We are losing a bit of possession. So we'll go into balance and see if we can kind of claw it back a little bit. Here we go. Indian club on the ball. Fernandez back to Gibbons. Wide to another Fernandez. Finds a good pass forward. And of course, Ben Rothorn steps in when he doesn't really need to. Gives away the penalty. That was a bit clumsy. Really, in all honesty, we were kind of having a good start. And it's all undone just by one little moment of, if I'm being honest, stupidity. Stupidity from Ben Rothorn. Not what we needed at all. Here we go. Payne's going to send it long. Costa can't quite win it. Singh gets it. Fernandez moves it forward. Indian club are on the attack again. Forward again, no, inside, but Rothorn, okay, makes up for it, makes a steal. Forward to Crosby, out wide, surely Prokesh is there. No, Odakoya is there as well. Forward, send it. We're flooding the lanes here. Da Costa inside. Da Costa inside. Come on, buddy. I think you've got to pass that inside. Well, we've got a corner, so the attack isn't dead. Got Reibu kind of more or less open in the middle there. You've got to pass it wide, surely. And now we might just get hit on the counter. More back inside. Singh on the ball. No, that's the end of the highlight. Okay. Mickey Oaks. The balanced instruction does seem to be counteracting things a little bit here. Getting more shots off as well. Quite good. I'm going to tell them to go into that work the ball into the box mode. That might get us a few better chances. Had one shot, you know, we are looking pretty good here. What I might even do, open the tactics, out of possession, and kind of move our line up just a little bit more. Try and put a bit of more pressure on them in their part of the pitch. Looks like we're going to go to halftime evens. We are indeed. Going, boys. Just keep going. Reibu is going to come off. Sunderman will come on. Maybe even Cole Andrews could come on as well. Prokesh. It's not a bad shout. Go into attack mode for us. Let's go. 2 changes in the second half. They're both up top as we try and put this game beyond reach. Try and get some more chances, get some more goals. Hawkhurst have just scored to go 2-1 up. That's annoying. Changes the table a little bit. Have to go back to the shoot on sight. Also, might have to also try and go a little bit more attacking again. Sandhurst have equalised. That's quite helpful, but it doesn't really give us much unless we can get this goal. Hawkhurst, of course, they score. They find a way. Just a 4-0, oh my word. We've kind of got it here. We've got to speed things up a little bit. Back to mixed crosses. Still trying to attack here. Come on, here we go. Sweeney, we've got a chance. Crosby, back to Sweeney, back to Crosby, all the way back to Jones, back to Sweeney. Lovely triangles. I don't mind that. Crosby, looking for a pass. Shoots it himself. I'm not sure that was the option, bud. Not sure. We might get another chance. Sunderman. There's Akers in front of him. But Okoye, now there's even more space. He's kind of slowed himself down. He didn't need to. Lays it back to Duncan. First time. DaCosta all the way over to Andrews. Andrews maybe firing across. No, back to Sweeney, who does fire in across. Sunderman gets up and puts it in. Lovely stuff. Okay. Now let's settle up. Settle up indeed. Slow it down, guys. Slow it all the way down. And just try take home what we've got here. Take home the 2-1. That would be perfect. 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Almost 1 minute to go. We found it. We've got a corner. There we go. Didn't matter. 2-1. We find the win. And look at that. I mean, their XG is nothing. It really is nothing. Our XG at 1.98. They only have any XG, really, because of the penalty that they got. I don't think it's been included on there. Yeah, it hasn't really been included. But our XG, we played the much better game. Much better game. And deservedly, we take the 3 points. That would have been a frustrating one if we hadn't got the 3 points. We deserved it. And if they would have, you know, kind of stolen a draw, 1-1 draw away from home with a penalty, it would have been frustrating. But then again, we did win some games with just penalties. So, you know, you win some, you draw some, maybe. But today, we get the win. Right, so a quick look at the table as things stand. Obviously, Kensington still have their game to play, which means they could leapfrog us and go to 23 points. But the fact that we found that goal kind of near the end of the game there, Sunderman being a hero, really, means we kind of just keep pace with Hawkhurst rather than anything else. We just keep in pace. Gap is 3 points, and when we come to play them, we're going to have to show them that we can play. You got the victory despite only having, yeah, I mean, less possession. I don't care about the possession stat that much if we get the win, you know? How did you feel? I mean, great. I felt great. I was so happy. Of course I was happy. Why would I not be? We won the game. Silly. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, 14 days again, another big gap before the next game. Let's see though if it's speedy to load the Kensington game, because I'd like to see how they do, of course. It doesn't really look like it's going to be that speedy, but let's see what happens either way. There we go. Okay, we're at the game. Welling are at home. They just beat Hawkhurst. You know, they probably aren't that worried about Kensington. They're probably thinking they've got a good chance here. And they do it. Oh my, and Sydney scores 7. Forest Row, I kind of feel bad for you guys. But Welling Town under 21s have beaten Kensington 3-1. Kensington, obviously, that loss sees them stay in third. We stay in second, having done a little bit of a leapfrog ourselves. And we are slightly, you know, we had a bad start to the season, kind of dropping 9th, 7th, 9th, 6th, 5th. We kind of climb here. Third, drop to 4th, back to 3rd, now up to 2nd. We are slowly chasing Hawks. We really are. We really are. We've got a chance here. We've got a chance here. Let's not give in just yet. A few messages there I didn't even get to read because the game just jumped. Yeah, that's fine. Andrews gets a little bit of a wage hike. That's fine. And financially, I think we're still under budget. Yeah, we still are. Still under budget. No dramas there. Money is all over the shop because of they went professional. It wasn't me. Yeah, it wasn't me. So, yeah. Okay, here we are finally at the Kensington Dragons game. Big game, biggest game of the season so far, I've got to say, to be honest. And look at that, our record against them really isn't that great. Not great at all. We've got 1 draw and 2 losses. Our goal difference is negative. They're always close games, you can see. Always close games, but yeah, not quite going our way. This is also, apparently, our 100th game in charge. It's quite something. It really is. Those are interesting changes. It wants Meek in for Prokesh, Konstantin in for Crosby, who goes in for Rebu. I'm not sure about that. Might keep Rebu in there. Not sure. I think I'm going to try Cole Andrews as a start in as inside forward attack. Rebu, you're more of a target forward in my eyes, really. You're quite a strong player. Hold up the ball, dribble less, kind of pass it off where you can. Maybe Finn Powell gets a chance. I think he probably should. Not really back yet. Out for not recommended to be selected. He's out for a good while. Yeah, changes at the back. Any changes at the back? Yeah, I'm going to give Larson a go over Isaac just for this game. There are a few kind of Jeremy Duncan. You've never complained before, have you? There are a few players who are not quite sharp, but that's because we had a 2-week gap. But I've kind of chosen in recent seasons not to play the friendlies because friendlies kind of seem to lead to more injuries as well. Just more time on the pitch is always more of a chance of injuries. So let's try and avoid that this season or maybe in the future seasons. And Kensington start off. Ibrahim on the ball. Gives it to Campbell. Campbell forward to Salmon to Pridmore. And they're kind of moving forward here nicely. But Jones steps in. Rebu plays a long pass to Crosby. Maybe the pass is inside. Maybe. Nope. Goes on his own. Inside Rebu. Oh, he's absolutely skied it. And yet we've kind of told him to play as a target man and, you know, get into those positions. Send the ball direct and up and through him. But yeah, didn't really work that time. We've kept with the positive mentality. All of our stuff is more or less the same as we like it for these games. Hawkhurst are already leading the way. What the heck? Okay, we've lost a bit of possession. We are dipping back a bit. Let's drop to balance to try. Hawkhurst 2-0. Oh my word. Come on, old boys Clapham. You've got to put up a bit more of a fight, surely. And Forest Row, the bottom teams are kind of struggling. And here, to the back post, Rothorn gets it away. Pridmore gets hold of it. Plays it out wide. Salmon into Julien. Julien back again. Furtado forward. Julien back again. They send it long. It goes to nothing. Sweeney gets hold of it and kind of just boots it long. Just give it straight back to them. It goes over the top. Sweeney wins it again. This is the weirdest bouncing of possession left and right for a little while. Rebu, play the forward pass. Crosby's going to get it. That's exactly what we want. Rebu feeding our better finishers, but he can't put it in. He can't put it in. Sweeney whip in the corner. Maybe we can score from a set piece. We do have Rebu, a big guy up there, could potentially get it. Pridmore clears it. Rothorn, that might be the end of the highlight. It is indeed. Still 2-0 in those 2 games over there. We need to get a goal. We need to get a goal, get a lead. try and, or just keep up with Hawkhurst, if nothing else. Odukoya jumps! But he's been given offside. It won't count. We find the back of the net, but it won't count. How frustrating. Forest Row grabbed one back. That's very nice. Let's take a look at our visualizations. Our pass map. Kind of playing down the left a lot, so let's do that. Let's kind of focus on that. If that's the way we're passing, that's the way we're finding space. Oh my word! Old boys Clapham have just scored 2 in the space of 3 minutes, and find themselves level. So now we've got to score. We've got to take a chance. Do not concede here. Hurtado gets the ball. Odukoya takes it, pumps it long. Rebu will actually get hold of that. Hold it up. Really good play. That's exactly what we're after with him. High work rate, high strength. Crosby running in. Good pace. Shoot it. Dang it. Ashurst would have scored in their game as well. They've gone 1-0 up against Sydney. They are kind of getting points back on us here. Playing well down the right-hand side. So let's maybe add that instruction as well. Turn the overlaps off and we'll just focus on a bit of wing play, hitting the ball into the box. Done nothing wrong. We've generated chances. We've actually put the ball in the back of the net. Haven't been able to score. Let's maybe sit back on cautious and see if we can grab a goal while making sure we don't concede as well. What's happening there? Ashurst would have scored a load of goals. Jeremy Duncan whips the... No, he throws it down to DaCosta. Into Odukoya. Back to DaCosta. DaCosta, probably the cross. No, all the way back. Larson then crosses it. Well, that's not really a cross. He just hits it long. Now Kinnear for Kensington. Yep, he finds a nice pass. Costa's on Pridmore. Takes a long shot. It goes over. That's okay. That's fine. Not so worried about that kind of stuff. Let's try and fire the team up. Get going, guys. Andrews. Okay, Andrews will come off then. For Sunderman. Firm that sub. Ashurst Wood are now 3-2. So that game is 3-0. Ashurst Wood. Sidley are on the way back. Westfield have scored 1 to make it 3-1. Hawkhurst are 4-2. I must have missed those. Sandhurst are 2-0 as well. And it does actually look like now we're finding a bit more space down the right. So we'll focus on that. Payne, up the right-hand side, I've asked for. Gets it to Odukoya. Exactly what I wanted. Odukoya, now, if you make the run down here, you give Duncan a reason to clip it over the top. Same over here. There's gaps up there. There we go. Kind of DaCosta forcing Sweeney on that run. Crosby is going to try and get there. Can't quite. Odukoya is going to gather it, whip it all the way across. Sunderman, out, open. He's completely open. Couldn't find the back of the net. Very close, though, with that header. Very close. Hawkhurst 4-2, so we definitely need to win to try and keep pace. Come on, guys. Find a goal here. Sweeney can't find a man. Sunderman gets hold of it. Ashurst would have scored again. 4-2 in their game. Sweeney across again. Rebu's going to jump. Can't quite get there. It's going to go out for another corner. Hawkhurst have scored again. They are scoring for fun. Really, they are. It's going to be difficult to get promoted if they keep scoring goals the way they are. DaCosta, let's get this ball in there. Ibrahim gets up. And that's the end of the highlight. We were in their box. We were in their box. That's crazy, but we're still generating chances. But in my opinion, not enough. It's not enough just yet. We're going to make another change. Finn Powell is going to come on and join in the attacks here. Let's go. We're looking for a goal. We need to score a goal. We need to get to 25 points and just be 3 points behind Hawkhurst. Might concede, though. Rebu gets up. DaCosta can't get there. Goes out to Furtado. Furtado crosses it to Campbell. Campbell, really well done from Ben Rowthorne. Really well-timed tackle. And let's go on the counter-attack. Keep carrying it. Lovely stuff. Odukoya, keep carrying it. Keep carrying it. Forward we go. Forward we go. Shoot it. He does shoot it. Now we have a corner. Here we go. DaCosta. Whip it in. If he does another front post one, maybe our set pieces need to change. I mean, that's another one. Look at our set pieces. Are we telling them to whip it in close by? Yeah, we definitely are. We're telling them to attack. We see, aim for the center. That's what we're gonna say. Aim for the center from now on. Okay, we need a goal. We really do. We're going attacking. We're gonna overload here. Got another corner. Okay, the corner must have come to nothing, but we've got the throw in instead. Last throw of the dice. Sunderman gets up and puts it in the back of the net. Sunderman, twice in one episode, scores late. Give us 3 points. Oh my word. And we've got a chance here to make it 2. What would that mean? Sweeney, whip it in. Odukoya at the back post, jumps, puts it over a bar, and that's got to be that, surely. That's got to be time, sir. There's the final whistle. Come on. Ultra attacking football at the end of that game. And look at that. We deserved it again. We were all over them. Had all of the possession. Nice work. Brilliant stuff. So we take a look at the table after the day's matches have all kind of been tallied up, and somehow we find the win, and we kind of just keep touch with Hawkhurst, really, even though they've absolutely dominated Old Boys Clapham. They were, you know, they were 2-0 up, 2-2, but then we find a goal at the very latest. 90+3 Sunderman, the late king, in our 100th game. What a game. What a game. 5-2 in that one. Player of the week, Jordan Coyne Walker, scored 2 goals in that win over Sydney. That's very nice. We'll attend the press conference. Let's go. Our first win against Kensington as well. Don't forget that. We kind of beat that specific stat, you know. We look unbeatable, but yeah, we got to keep it going. It's my job to keep them firmly feet on the ground. Yeah, 100%. Won 8 games this season out of a 12. That's really, really good. I don't know. Yeah, we score late. That's kind of what's been happening. We score late recently, and not really much you can do about that. If we're winning games, we're winning games. If we happen to be scoring those goals late, that's doesn't matter to me. It does not matter to me. We'll take it. We will take it. Fans fear overconfidence as run continues. Well, let's take a look at our schedule. We've got Westfield and Sidley, 2 teams that are 6th and 7th. Ashurst in 3rd, Forest Row in 12th, Hilltop in 9th. So we've got a nice little run there, like kind of end of Jan going into February. We've got a tougher run before then. Then again, we've just beaten Kensington, who were just behind us in the table. So, you know, we've done well to win that game. 90+3 in that one, and Sunderman 87 in that one. What clutch Konstantin. That is really what we might have to call the episode. I think so. And then we've got a nice little run, but then, well, actually, even there, look at that. 12th, 9th, 11th, and 8th as things stand. But then Hawkhurst, Sandhurst, Hawkhurst. What an ending to the season. How has that fixture list kind of been put together? I do not know, but it is what it is. We're on a run of 3 wins on the bounce, all 1-goal wins, no less. And before that, there were 3 wins on the bounce, 1-goal wins in there as well. Penalty, win, penalty, win, penalty, win. So, yeah. Before we managed to lose to Old Boy Clapham as well. Like, the loss we should not have been suffering. Of course, there we go. Kensington actually beat us in the start of the season as well. So that's a little bit of revenge for that one as well. Very happy with that, guys. And look, we took 90 fans away with us. This club is growing. It's slow, but it's progress. And all of this is kind of onwards and upwards, I'm hoping. So I'll give you one last look at the table, guys. We sit in 2nd place, 3 points behind Hawkhurst. 2 games against them still to come later on this season. And next time out, we'll be playing Sidley and Westfield, 2 teams in the mid-table at the minute. Got to try and get those wins, and hope the Hawkhurst lose their games. It's been the same situation for a few seasons now, where we're kind of hoping for the team at the top to struggle so that we may take control, whereas we want to be the team at the top, you know, in control. You know, that's what we want, but not quite there yet. We'll keep working on it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.